The hustle doesn't have to hurt. If performance pressure is making it hard to breathe, Grow Therapy helps you navigate stress, set boundaries, and actually feel like yourself again. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 50th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you, not the other way around. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/start now to get started. That's growtherapy.com/start now. growtherapy.com/start now. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
What's up? It's Sean Linda from Two Black Guys with Good Credit. If managed supply runs is still on your to-do list, here's your sign to upgrade. Walmart Business has the tech, tools, and services that make it ridiculously easy to stock up for your office or team. Think scheduled deliveries, multi-user accounts, and even IT setup. Bonus, with a Walmart Business Plus membership, you get free shipping, spend analytics, and 2% rewards. Join the smart way to shop at business.walmart.com. Terms apply.
Welcome back to the Oral Health Podcast. Now, as you are listening to this, it is World Oral Health Day. So obviously, we wanted to sit and have a chat about what this day means, why it's so important to look after your mouth, and just spread some tips to help improve your oral health as you go about your day-to-day business. So, Karen, back again. We've obviously done lots for World Oral Health Day at the Foundation over the years, haven't we?
We have, yes. Obviously, it's once a year, but we're looking for it to be World Oral Health Day every day, not just one day of the year. So, just getting across the message of how important it is to look after your mouth, and that's your mouth as a whole. It has such a knock-on effect to the rest of your health as well. So, systemic illnesses, etc. So, yeah, it's very important.
And what kind of things do you think people could be doing to look after their mouth a bit better?
I mean, there are real simple tips, and it's not very. We bang on about the key messages all the time, but brushing your teeth for 2 minutes, last thing at night, and at least one other time during the day with a fluoride toothpaste is the number one important thing. So, research has shown that last thing at night is the most important time to brush your teeth. So you're going to bed with clean teeth. So when you go to sleep and the saliva flow reduces almost 50%, so you're not producing the saliva that you do during the day that protects the enamel on your teeth. You're going to bed with clean teeth. So that's not brush your teeth and then have fizzy drink or not go to or have your supper. Last thing you do before you go to bed is brush your teeth. And 2 minutes is the optimum time brushing your teeth. Some people like to do it for a little bit longer, but definitely no less than 2 minutes. And use a fluoride toothpaste, which is appropriate to age. So under 3s, we're looking at 1,000 parts per million, which you'll be able to read on the back of the package. It will have a number with ppm behind it, so you can see how much is in there. For over 3s, right the way through adulthood, then you're looking at 1,350 to 1,500 parts per million fluoride. And then spit the excess toothpaste out, but do not rinse with water. So you're keeping the fluoride on your teeth for longer. When we brush our teeth, we're only reaching around 60% of the tooth surface. The rest is obviously stuck between your teeth where your toothbrush can't get to. So interdental cleaning or cleaning in between your teeth is really important too. Most people find interdental brushes the easiest way to do that. There are lots and lots of different sizes, so you may need to use several different sizes, but your dentist or your hygienist will be able to tell you which sizes you need for which gaps. So it's much easier. if you're adept at using floss or tape, I find a little bit easier because it is wider and flatter. By all means, floss between them. There are little sort of floss aids, so you've got like a little stick, a little flossette kind of thing. Use those if you want to, but just make sure once a day you are cleaning in between your teeth. I tend to do it before I brush my teeth. I'm not sure if there's any sort of evidence to suggest that that is more effective, but I like to. My thinking is I've loosened the bits between my teeth, and then I brush my teeth and brush it away. So
Yeah.
I find that better.
That
So
makes sense to me because I think I do the same for the same reason of like
mm,
you're loosening a lot of the gunk and nastiness in between your teeth, and then if you do that last, I just feel like it's still there, like I haven't completely gotten rid of it. So
yeah, I
yeah.
think so. I mean, I just find it, once you develop a habit, it's much easier to do it. There are other aids to cleaning in between your teeth as well. So if you're not very dexterous or you find it really fiddly, rather than not doing it at all, you can get certain gadgets that fire water between the teeth, they're really good to use as well. Sometimes what I do is put a mouthwash in there,
Mm-hmm.
so you're actually spraying the rinse between your teeth, so you're actually getting rid of more bacteria. There is research that shows that using certain rinses does eliminate more bacteria above the gum line. So though that is something to look out for too.
Yeah. Now, the theme for World Oral Health Day this year, they've been doing like a 3-year cycle with these themes. So this is the last year of this one, which is a happy mouth is a happy life. So you mentioned obviously fluoride appropriate for different age levels and things, but actually as we get older, um, it's just important to keep that going. There's not a given that you're gonna have mouth problems just because you've reached your 60s, 70s, 80s, is there?
No, there isn't. I mean, gone are the days where it was expected that you would have, um, you know, no teeth by a certain age.
Hmm.
We do keep our teeth much longer, but that's because the more education, more preventative measures such as fluoride and effective toothbrushing. So it's not a given that you will lose your teeth. There are certain things that happen as we get older that do have an effect on our teeth. We do produce less saliva as we get older, so our mouth gets drier.
Hmm.
Saliva is probably the first line of defense against dental decay because it neutralizes the plaque acids that are produced when we eat anything that contains sugar. So when the sugar in the food mixes with the plaque that's on our teeth, it produces these plaque acids, and that's what attacks the enamel. And eventually, if the attacks of keep going and keep going, eventually you'll get a hole. So what the saliva does, the saliva neutralizes those acids that are being produced. However, it takes about an hour for the saliva to have completed that job. So we need to make sure that we don't brush our teeth before that hour is up, else sort of the loosened particles of enamel that have been loosened by the acid attack could be brushed away. So it's important as we get older that we look at maybe you feel that your mouth is a bit drier. There are lots of products on the market, from toothpaste to lozenges that you suck to mouthwashes, all sorts of things that help to keep your mouth moistened. Um, some of them are a little bit more difficult when you're out and about, but just make sure you've
Hmm.
got some water with you and keep hydrated. The better hydrated you are, the more the saliva will produce, and you'll be able to keep your mouth moist and protected for longer. So that's an important one. Some some people, as they get older, their gums recede, so it exposes a little bit of the dentine that's underneath the gum there. dentine is not strong as enamel, so it is more prone to decay. So a dentist may recommend that you use a higher fluoride toothpaste, which they will prescribe for you. So you use a higher fluoride, which protects that that gap between the enamel and the gum to stop you getting decay there.
Okay. And any last golden nuggets of advice? Do you like, what is the one thing you think someone could go away and implement today that for World Oral Health Day, start the habit now and it's gonna show you benefits straight away?
I think it's not just one thing on its own necessarily. I mean, you've got to have all the factors in place for you to be able to protect. So a good healthy diet that is low in sugar and low in acid. Keep anything sugary or acidic to part of a meal time, but nice fresh fruit, vegetables, no artificial sugars, no, as much as you can do, no added sugars. So always look for low sugar products, etc., and protect your teeth in that way. So good diet, good oral health routine will help to protect not only your teeth but the rest of your body too.
Amazing and brilliantly summed up as well. So next time when you come back and listen to us, we're going to be talking about more TikTok trends that we have seen online. Karen's grimacing, I can see, but it is something that is just growing and growing, so we need to start addressing it. So come back and learn why you shouldn't be doing things like making your own dentures.